Hey everyone, Kaylee here. So this is our last hair tutorial in the Oscars series, and this one is for Reese Witherspoon's hair. I got a lot of requests for it, and I think these are just some really beautiful curls, so I wanted to show you guys how to do them. I went ahead and started off by protecting my hair from the heat. I've been using this Tresemme Platinum Strength Heat Protectant, and it's actually really good. I've been really happy with it. You do want to make sure to brush it through your hair because that gets it more evenly distributed. Now you want to section off a 2-inch section of hair right next to your part, and then another 2-inch section right underneath that. And then we're going to start with the bottom section. You're going to curl that toward your face. And I'm using a 3/4 inch iron for this. If your hair doesn't hold a curl very well, you want to go with the 3/4 inch iron. If your hair holds a curl a little bit better, you can go with the 1 inch. Once it's done, you're going to wrap it back up like you just saw and pin it against your head. Now you're going to do the same curl on that next section of hair. You want to get those curls up as close to your head as you safely can. And then of course we're pinning them back up to make a nice strong curl so that you can brush through them and comb through them later without disrupting the curl that we're working to put into the hair. Now you're going to let down the last section, and these you're going to do about 3 to 4 inches out from the head. The reason for that is that you want these waves to be nice and elongated. You don't want them to be all up right on the scalp, so we're going to kind of do them a couple inches out. Now section the hair on the other side the exact same way that we did on the first side. And once you have all that sectioned, we're going to go ahead and curl in the same way that we did for those first 2 sections. So you're going to curl it towards the face and then pin it back up. So you see that I did that with the first section and then the second section, and then we're going to let the top section down. And this one we're going to get a little bit fancy with. So you're going to start off by curling toward your face, and with this first curl you want to go about 2 inches out from the scalp, and then for those last 3 seconds you're going to wind it up and just heat up those roots a little bit, but you're not going to leave the iron on them the entire time. So you can see again I'm wrapping it while it's out from the hair, so the most heat is going to go on these ends, and then you're going to wrap it back up for about 3 seconds, and then you're going to let it out. And the reason that we're doing that is to get some lift up at the scalp so that you actually have a tiny bit of curl there, but not so much that it gets like really curly. You just want a tiny bit of lift and a tiny bit of bend to the hair right there. So that's kind of how I decided to do that. Now once the curls have completely cooled, you can go ahead and let them down. You'll see that they're rather ringlety, so we're going to kind of break that up just a little bit. First take a brush or a comb and just go over the first couple inches just to smooth them down, and then use your fingers for the rest. This is supposed to still kind of look like a curl, not a perfect wave, so just use your fingers to kind of coax your hair to wind around itself and to make that kind of curled shape that she had before. And after you have that all kind of set where you want, you can go ahead and spray it. Then take that first little bit that's right in front of your ear and tuck up behind your ear. And that's it for that side. Then we're going to go ahead and let everything down on the other side once it's completely cooled. You don't want to let these down before they've cooled because that's what's setting your curl for you. So once you've got all that down, we're basically going to do the same thing on this side. You can run a brush over those first couple inches and then use your fingers, and basically just kind of comb through with your fingers really gently. And you can see here that I'm trying to coax them to kind of all intertwine and kind of all go the same direction like Reese Witherspoon's hair did. So just kind of continue to mess with your hair and play with it with your fingers until you get it where it needs to be. And that's going to go alright even if you have naturally curly hair. Just be really gentle with it, or else you can create some frizz on accident. Then finish off with some hairspray and you are all done. You have your little Reese Witherspoon inspired curls, which I think are really pretty. And if you want to see what it looks like with the other side in front, here it is. I kind of like it with the one side back, but you know, each to their own. But that's it. I hope you guys like it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Be sure to check out my previous video on how to pick a hairspray for your hair type if you want to, and I will see you guys on Friday. Mwah! Bye!